Hey guys! Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite book covers. These are in no particular order. I just got them off the shelf, put them on the desk, and I'm just going to go through them the way they're stacked. First up is the Shatter Me series covers. I had never been so happy to see a book cover change in my life. Because the original cover for Shatter Me was really bad and had like nothing to do with the book. Even though these covers kind of don't either, it's still a lot better than the original one. And I really can't choose a favorite because I love the darkness of the Shatter Me cover. But this one just really catches my attention more. And then I'm always a sucker for flowers, so I love Ignite Me's cover. Couldn't really decide which one my favorite was, so I just decided to add the entire series. And I've done this with quite a few book series, as you'll see. Next up I have The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. Now you guys may think I'm crazy for liking this book, mainly because the people are actually lucky to look like people on all of Rick Riordan's books, but out of all of them, I think this book has my favorite color scheme. I love the dark contrasting with the very, very light white and bright red. And I just kind of really love the depressing and a sense of urgency that this book cover conveys. I also think it very accurately portrays what's going to happen in the book, which is something I very appreciate from book covers. Next up is the Raven Cycle Quartets. And for my favorite book cover of this series, I can't really choose between Blue Lily Lily Blue or The Raven King, because both of them are beautiful. And since I've started getting into watercolor paint, I've learned to appreciate these covers even more. Next up is The Prom with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Now, my favorite thing about this isn't the paint splatter, although I do love that, but it's the fact that underneath the color, it actually looks like canvas. I also really love the font on Forever. It's kind of made to look like it was written before the paint was applied, and then it just sort of drifted outwards like water paint will do. And overall, it's just a really simplistic cover, but I love it. Next up, I have the Splintered Trilogy. And this trilogy has very, very unique book covers. It's an Alice in Wonderland retelling, and these book covers, if the story doesn't make you go mad, the book covers will. I originally loved this cover the most, but this one is by far my favorite. Not just because my favorite color is purple, but I just love the fact that it's all this dark purple and magenta and red colors, and then you have these bright splashes of neon green. My only problem with any of these covers is the fact that there are spiders on them, and I could really do without the spiders. I hate spiders. Next up is the Kane Chronicles. And this is another book series where I'm not 100% sure which one's my favorite, because I love the Winter Wonderland theme of this one, where it's all white and then you just have a few red roses that are dingy looking, and then you have her in a bright red coat. And I love the designs they put on the sides of all of these books. Then you have Ice Kiss, which is kind of the same. It has a soft light background and then her wearing something very dark. And besides the design on the side, it also has cherry blossom trees, which is my favorite tree of all time. And I'm also a sucker for castles. And then we get to Crystal Kingdom, which has the reverse of the first two books. It has a dark background and then her in a very pretty white dress. I mean, if I had to choose between these three, I think Ice Kiss would be my favorite just because of the cherry blossom trees and the castle. But truthfully, I love all of these books and I can't decide. Next up I have More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, and I purposely waited until this book came out with this cover before I got the book because I've wanted it for a long time. I'm kind of a sucker for any book cover that has paint on it. Next up is the Earth Girl Trilogy, and I only have the first two books because I'm trying to find the third book in this cover, and it is ridiculously hard to find. We all say we don't judge a book by their cover, or we don't buy a book because of their cover, and let's be honest, we do. I haven't read these books, and they do sound really, really interesting, but the main reason I bought them was because of their cover. Which is why I've been hunting for months to find the third book in this exact cover. Another thing I've noticed about myself is I am a sucker for silhouettes. So if you have a silhouette of anything on the cover, 9 times out of 10 gonna get it because I have no willpower. Next up, I have Heartless by Marissa Meyer. And this one, I actually love the Owlcrate exclusive cover better because it's like solid white and I think the vines are all black. But I still do love this cover and its simplicity because it's just black, red vines, and that right there is enough to grab your attention. Then last but not least is the Lunar Chronicles. And this one I'm also not sure which one my favorite cover is. I know it's not Cinder. And even though I love Scarlet's cover, I don't really think my favorite would be Scarlet either. So that means it's between Cress and Winter. And I don't think I will be able to choose because I love the fact that instead of one big blotch of color, it's a ribbon going down and it goes throughout the cover and off to the side. But I also love the fact that this cover, the apple, it has glitter on it and it's surrounded by white. And it's not the same color red that's used on the first 3 covers. So I'm not really sure, but one of these 2 is definitely my favorite of the series. Well, that's it for my favorite book covers. You guys should let me know in the comments below what your favorite book cover is. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!